Welcome to another edition of Sound Chat with Irish and Chin. Interviewing some of the legends, Kingston, Jamaica in the Garrison. Strictly sound system culture, living legend in the sound clash world. Original Joe Lickshot, Jimmy Metro, the owner of Metro Media. Man himself, Cutty Ranks.
Here we go, girl. No one time gone, it was Miss Olive.
Know that I'm like a Clash fanatic. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm sitting here in New York right now with a living legend when it comes to sound clash. A lot of you young bucks don't know who this is, but the real clash heads, I mean tape collectors. We're not talking about CD, we talking about tape, cassette man. Will know who this is that I'm sitting next to. Living legend in the sound clash world. His name is Johnny. A lot of you know him as Johnny Guard from the original sound killing sound called Bodyguard out of Mayplain, Clarendon. Alright? And Johnny, it's like I got so much things to talk to you about, so much things to ask you. I haven't seen you in a while. A lot of people haven't seen you in a while. So I mean, let's just hold a vibe. You know what I mean? Clash. Is basically what we all have in common, what all the viewers have in common that's watching us right now. How did it start out for you?
Well, sound clash. My first sound clash was back in Seaview Garden, because I used to play, before Bodyguard I was playing White Star from Seaview Garden.
So you're a tone man.
Yes, put it that way, Kingston 13, born and grown. But we moved to Seaview, that's where we start, White Star. And you know, we had this sound playing, and there was this other sound in Seaview. And they wanted to prove that they are the best, because they were there before we. And we give them respect, but because we just build our sound and come up, them want to know that them run things, and them are the big sound, and so they say, alright, they put on a clash. So we put on a clash, and you ever see a sound? You ever see a sound destroy a sound? I mean, totally destroy a sound. But the one reason why I'm gonna call the name. So from there, the clash started in me.
You know,
yes.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, from there.
So how did you hook up then, or move from there to the transition to Bodyguard?
Well, it was one night to play against Bodyguard, you know. White Star.
Another clash?
White Star.
Clash?
Yeah, clash. Yeah, we play against Bodyguard one night, you know, a whole harbor. And basically, Bodyguard win the dance.
See.
Bodyguard win the dance, but
you put up a good fight.
No, based on my performance, it was one of the nights where I lose a clash, but I feel like I win. Because with all the tune the Bodyguard have, and how big Bodyguard is, and Bodyguard a bigger sound than White Star, the fight what me give him, it's like me win even though I lose.
See.
As some see it.
See.
And after the dance there, couldn't sing come check me.
He came to check you, offer you a job.
Offer me a job, and I didn't refuse. I just take it. I say, yo, right now, Johnny, I move up.
See.
Yeah, and from there, it's been Bodyguard till now.
So at this point, you on Bodyguard.
Yeah.
See. How was it when you got on Bodyguard? Was it right into the clash thing, or did you kind of season and start to some juggling dance?
No.
Or it was just to the battlefield?
It's just straight to the battlefield.
Alright, so on the battlefield then,
yeah.
Who was the first contender?
On the battlefield for me, my first clash was with Kilimanjaro. But at the time, Ricky Trooper wasn't playing Kilimanjaro.
It was what, Ainsley?
Ainsley was
playing. Ainsley, okay.
So, yeah.
So, I mean, Ainsley Trooper, total different.
Yeah, it's a total different thing.
Total different thing.
But even at the time, just coming to Bodyguard, people were saying, boy, I don't know if him can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Because them time the Jaro still have the ratings.
Yeah, because you'd have all of the DJ them on, you know what I'm saying?
See.
On Jaro, and I said, no. But I think I had the upper hand, even though it was against Jaro, but it was in Clarendon. Big J Lord.
See.
Right?
So it was a dub plate thing or it was a live sound artist thing?
Artist, dub plate, everything.
See.
Because even after the DJ and them in a different them sound same way, me I use tune and I cuss the DJ them.
See. So did you have DJs too or?
No, I didn't have a DJ, it was just me and my tune
So I just
them.
Bodyguard and you tune them.
Yeah, against Jar and them DJ them. One of them night there. You see what I say? And but
you want?
Yeah, I want to dance, but I'm gonna tell you now how I know that dance was a very good dance for me. About 3 weeks after I play against Jaro. Again.
With Trooper this time?
But Trooper this time.
Okay.
So that was a good night for me.
Well, I'm saying now, you going on Bodyguard, you start out clashing Trooper. I know along the way there were many sounds from your era that was some heavyweight sound. I'm talking Black Cat.
Yeah.
Because we're talking early 90s, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking Black Cat, we're talking Bass Odyssey, we're talking Super D, we're talking 4x4.
Yeah.
King Hadiz. Over here making noise was LP at the time as well, because we had talked early 90s. And I know that these are some of the sound systems that you had to face, whether on Jamaican soil or on US soil, right? I know that you brought a lot to the game. What were some of your challenges like? Because I've been to a dance where, and many people don't know that Afrique used to clash. Right? Just to tell you how long me I follow Bodyguard, I've even been to a dance when I was younger, much younger, with Bodyguard a clash Stone Love in a house of Leo. You know what I mean? So I know that you have put in the work, and I know that you have made the name. What are the memories?
Wow. There's so much memories, it's in my chin. So I don't know where to start. Honestly, because even I have some memorable dance even with David Radigan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's this dance that's in the back of my head that it has its own space in there. A dance, I think it was, let me see, 91, Mohai Temple, Bodyguard, Wagiti.
Yo, you got your ass kicked, son.
Wagiti.
I would never forget that.
But you know what's funny though? The year before, Wagiti and I played at 5th Street. And eliminate a sound boy. I'm talking about eliminate.
I think,
but it was a clash after the rematch.
The rematch. I think that Waggy played this Eddie Murphy intro, and only Clash fans will be able to appreciate this, because this is more like we're definitely reminiscing right now. Waggy T played this Eddie Murphy intro. I don't know if it was Eddie Murphy or somebody acting like Eddie Murphy.
Afterwards, I heard it wasn't Eddie Murphy.
At the time, it sounded like Eddie Murphy. The time to hear someone sound like Eddie Murphy, I think at the time Eddie Murphy was doing stand-up comedy, and it was like Delirious.
Yeah.
And he had that DVD, that Delirious video out and stuff, and he actually imitated that, and it was just it was sick. And yeah, as a Bodyguard fan, I felt it for you that night.
It was one of those nights. Trust me.
But there were better nights for Bodyguard. I remember being in Biltmore Ballroom, and I mean, phenomenal. Biltmore Ballroom, one of the clashes that will forever stand out in my mind as a Clash fan is Addy's.
Oh, that clash is
Bodyguard.
Right here. That clash is right here.
I don't know if Well, I think for me, as a Clash fan, that was the clash that made me say, yo, me rate Bodyguard, you know. Cause everybody have that dance there where them see a man prove himself and offer rate you from that particular dance, you know what I mean?
Because it wasn't even just Addies.
Yeah, it was Ninja Man.
It was Ninja Man.
But the way the thing went down is that first you beat Addies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Historically. And then Ninja Man decided that he was going to try to revise Addies at the time. Defend Addies at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Ninja Man grabs the mic and in my DJ, and I hear you just say something like, Ninja Man, don't Bodyguard ever kill you. You just say, yeah, man. And I'm like, wow. Now, you gotta understand though, it's like, this is years ago, before samples, before anybody was thinking of killing sound that way there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You did it. And Ninja Man himself was shocked. Because it was like, I think you even asked him, Ninja, don't them say only a ninja can kill a ninja?
I mean, yeah. Order Vice answer him.
And then at the time, Ninja and Shabba was like nemesis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, Shabba, what you call Ninja Man?
Crutch.
Crutches. So it was sick, it was crazy, and it was a moment in class history where the whole industry just stood still and all hail the new sound Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Because you know, us growing up in America, our hero is Addies.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because that was a time I brought something new to the table.
Exactly.
Different.
Exactly. And I'm not sure if it was the same dance, but I know that you always used to come to the table so creative. You used to have this thing that you play, they got to go, they got to go. You know what I mean?
Different things, yeah.
Walking down the road with your pistol in your waist. You know what I mean? So those were things that just added the excitement and the creativity, because most sound systems had their level. There has been some copycat sound systems in the industry, but for the most part, every sound system had their niche.
Yeah.
Your niche was that element of surprise, that not knowing what Johnny's going to play or say, you know, type thing. And definitely over the years, we commend you for that. But I know that you have to have more memories. So since you can't think of them, I'll share my memories with you and you just elaborate on it. I can remember one time, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I think the place was called Caribbean Dome. It was an upstairs place in Brooklyn, right off of Flatbush.
Yeah.
Bodyguard, Afrique. Them time the Afrique still a clash.
Yeah.
And it was Crazy Richie and Steely Bashment. Them time Steely was a young selector.
Afrique.
You know what I mean?
And it was
and Twitch was there.
Yeah, Twitch was there too.
And it was Bodyguard with Johnny and Link. It was one of the most memorable clashes that I've ever seen. You know, take into consideration that it was like a clash song versus a juggling song.
Yeah.
But it was total annihilation. Like, I don't think Steely ever clashed again after that situation. And I'll tell you what happened.
He did.
Did he?
Yeah. Because after that dance, we played like 2-3 weeks after that dance, we played in Albany Manor. The same dance where Babyface walk in with some dub plate, cause it was Bodyguard playing, and Babyface walk in with him dub box. And played around, and then Steely Bashman came on and said, yo, I'm different Afrique now. Son, that was a wicked night. I was on the manor. Yep.
So, I gotta confess though, cause that night is a night that me and Irish was in. I'm sure it was Caribbean though. And we're there, and gonna annihilate Afrique, like round after round. You are killing with selection, and Lynx is just teasing the shit out of them. You know what I mean?
But you know something, chill. I've never been in a clash where I see a sound win every round that night. No, for real.
I mean,
I'm like, something is wrong. No, we're usually in a dance with a sound, you want to win 2 rounds, the other want to win. You know what I'm saying?
Afrique was definitely outmatched that night. You know what I mean?
Every round?
Definitely outmatched. When the stitchy ring ding 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 ding
Don't even
Bodyguard.
Don't even talk about that shit.
It was almost like the whole place was like, you know what I mean? So they were definitely outmatched that night. And I was in the dance with Irish, and we did it. It's 2 young clash youth, and we did it. Links are throwing word on Kilimanjaro all night. I'm not sure if you did touch the mic or so forth, but you know why you were beating them, because those were the good old days, you know, when man used to throw a word in a dance.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that missing a clash.
Yeah.
Even though you clash with Bodyguard, you still a talk about tomorrow night or next week when you all kill Black Cat or when you all kill Bass Odyssey. You know what I mean? So I can remember Links talking, you know, destroying Afrique, and he must say, yo, Jaro, da, 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 da. So I figured that back then you guys were, you know, rivals at the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I did the only thing that a smart upcoming promoter would, you know, want to do. And me and Irish went home, and the next day we called Mr. Harper and was like, yo, listen, Bodyguard just tore apart Afrique.
Yeah.
And we're gonna need you to you know, to kill Bodyguard first. We need that to happen, you know? No one has ever seen Bodyguard and Kilimanjaro. At least we've never seen it, and it definitely was time, you know? And was the worst project of my life.
Oh my God, don't even talk about
yeah, it was the worst experience of my life.
Hey.
I think we were 2 years, 2 years into our Irish and Chin promotion thing. It started off well. It was a very good idea. We got
it was a good idea.
We got the okay from.
But you know something about that Chin too. You see, if the dance
happened the
first time you had it, you said, this is the date. Huh?
Yeah.
That would be a wicked.
Now, what ended up happening is that, because I also spoke to Trooper on camera about this whole thing, and everybody's gonna have their own view. What pretty much happened with that dance is that, as some young youth, we got caught into politics. That was definitely bigger than us. You know what I mean? When I say politics, I mean it was a situation where we put out a flyer, put out with posters, everything was good. And maybe I think like I don't remember, 3 weeks before, maybe a month before, Trooper calls in and says, our Bodyguard calls in and said, not Bodyguard, Trooper calls in, Mr. Harper, one of them calls in and says that the dance has to be cancelled because they're having visa issues. At the time, Rollin was managing Bodyguard. We linked Rollin, or Rollin linked us. We tried to do everything that we could do to get it sorted out. But for the life of us, no matter what we did, there was always another roadblock, you know? So it came in like, you know, I didn't know at the time who to believe. We flew to yard, you know, me and Trooper kick off, we fly go yard. I'm asking Mr. Harper for help. Kick off with Courtney Singh, kick off with Rollin, all in efforts to try to make it happen. It didn't happen, and the show got cancelled, right? Which was, I think, the worst thing that could have possibly happened to a dance of that magnitude. Now, the reason why this dance was so significant, and a lot of people don't know, the people that's in the New York area, this would have been the first actual dance hall event to be held in Amazura.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that. This was the dance, because Amazura had a different name at the time. It was closed down for a while, right? And this was the first dance booked for Amazura. You know what I mean? To open back the gates. And Bodyguard versus Jaro. What were your views on the whole situation? I know that you were disappointed.
Yeah, I was, because the first time. This is what I heard.
Okay.
This is what I heard. I heard that the first time when you said the dance was for like was like May or something like that, in May.
I think it was going to be June.
The first. No, the first dance was I think sometime in May. And then I heard that Trooper said that he never ready yet. That's what I heard.
Trooper never told us that he wasn't ready.
Right? No, I'm just telling you what I heard.
Oh, okay.
Right? Said he wasn't ready for the dance. He wasn't ready yet because he didn't get the dubs that he wanted for the dance.
No, nah.
All right. Well, I'm just telling what I heard. All right. So the dance got cancelled. All right. Then another date come around.
See.
Right. And then for some reason that date get cancelled.
See.
But then I look at Courtney Singh and I say, Courtney, listen to me. This dance cancel again and us, it gonna mess up something, you know.
See.
Just say it to him and Courtney and say, let's see what happens. Because all along, you know, Bodyguard was just ready for everything.
See.
Right there, right? And we were just there. The dance got cancelled the first time, then the second time the dance got cancelled again. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then the third time it come around now, right on the date that we had to go to France with the Reggae Boys.
So it was the clash that everybody was looking for that didn't happen. And I mean, everybody has their own story. As a promoter, myself and Irish, we got our own story about the situation. Bodyguard would definitely have their own story, and the Kilimanjaro family would have their own story. But it was one of those.
Well, if that,
it was the most disappointing clash
that didn't happen.
That never took place. Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. Well, moving on from there, like, and because I just gotta pick your brain because I don't know when I'm gonna see you again to talk to you about, you know, Clash Talk. There was another dance that the audio is like a straight collector's item. It was Bodyguard and Bass Odyssey in Jersey.
Wow.
There was another dance that was a straight collector's item. And it was Bodyguard and Bass Odyssey in Jersey. I don't know where the dance kept because I didn't get to go there. I think me and Irish had a dance that night or whatever, but we didn't get to make it there.
Yeah.
But it was like 3 audio cassettes. At one point in the dance, you couldn't tell who I win. It was just...
But let me tell you this. All right. Let me tell you. At one point in the dance, we are lead the dance. All right? Then at the next point in the dance, basically lead the dance. Right? And then now, basically start lead the dance right up to tune for tune. And so when it reach tune for tune, now you know when you're in a dance and you make Bodyguard survive to tune for tune, you know what I got?
Problem. Problem.
But that dance was a wicked. Sometimes I even go back on YouTube right now and watch it.
That dance is not a dance that I listen to the audio because I'm a Bodyguard fan. It's not a dance that I listen to the audio because I'm a Bass Odyssey fan. I listened to the dance because it was so competitive that the level of entertainment is just so high caliber that if you're a real Clash fan, it has to be in your collection.
And you know what? It's not about what Squingy and Lynx was saying. It wasn't about the tune. It was just the whole dance.
Everything.
The
tune, the
speech,
the
talk,
everything. The counteraction. Squingy says something. Lynx come back in and address it.
Yeah.
Squingy come back in and address it, and it was just going on and on and on. It was sick. But at the end of the day, I mean, Bodyguard took that. But what I remember from Bodyguard, and I'll give you a little secret. Childhood. I used to play a song called King Agony.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah, man. I used to play a song called King Agony.
I remember those days.
Them time there, you just came in and we were coming up and we were the area sound in Queens and we had to play with Bodyguard. And we decided to say, oh, we are going to turn it into a clash car. Who better to try score 1 point than the big bad Bodyguard?
There you go.
But the funny thing about the whole thing, at that time, I didn't know how close you are to Freddie McGregor. We hear you play the Freddie tune them, but I didn't know how close you was to Freddie McGregor. So we linked Freddie McGregor through Dan One and Freddie voiced a bunch of tune for us. And By the time we got to the dance, you touched me and you said, shit, them Freddie tune there, you name out the tune them, I said, oh God. But those were the memories, and I remember one time I think we clashed like twice.
Yeah.
Both I lost, but it was good for me coming up. For me coming up as a young son, you know, in Queens, I got so much love and so much props off of the fact that.
All right, let me ask you this now. Do you think those days will ever come back?
No. No. And the reason why I don't think those days will come back, because there's nobody, these younger youths are not looking up to anyone.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I looked up to you, or I looked up to Babyface, or I looked up to Squingy. There's no young selectors that are looking up to. So it's not the reason when we are trying set for kill Bodyguard, you know. And we're not rate to, you know. We're trying to do this because we know that, yo, if you can't make a run on them money, just your experience with the song we used to play on Bodyguard, it's the same
exactly.
thing. Yeah.
So who are better than to, as a small sound, to compete against somebody who is monster than you?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. So there it is. I'm here with the legend. You know what I mean? And when I say legend, I say without apology. Them mania set the thing that we can do what we do, how we do it.
Yep.
You know, and one of the worst things about our culture, we don't take time to honor the people that were set it for it. So Johnny Guard, my respect, hero in my book for life, as far as Sound Clash is concerned.
Respect. And to all the young selectors right now out there, the business is not just what you think it is, it's bigger than you. Remember, Johnny Guard tell her that. It's bigger than you. Don't tell me that the sky is the limit when there are footprints on the moon. Remember that.